So I started talking to you guys some about the geological column, which you can see very, very well throughout the Grand Canyon. I'll share a couple of pictures here with you. Um, there are some very clear, defined areas in the Grand Canyon. I've never actually been there. I've just seen the pictures of it like these. Um, but you see there are very defined layers of rock. It shows the different, which of course the the textbook answers are the millions of years in this layer, and then this layer formed over millions of years, and then on top of that is this layer. What what makes me curious about this is if each layer took millions of years to form, why are there such distinct lines between them? I mean, did it literally take millions of years to form and then it just stopped? And then the next millions of years started. How did it know? How did the rock layer know that its millions of years were over and then it just needed to stop and then the next rock layer needed to start? I mean, if it really formed over that length of time, wouldn't there be some shading in between, like where the one overlapped the other as they started to come together? And, wouldn't there be some of this going on? Or how did they know to just stop and start? And that, does that not bother anybody else? Just me? It just seems to me that there would be some weird intermingling if they. That's something I always wanted to know: is how did they come in? Or if you and I alluded to this in one of my other videos. I remember distinctly. I don't remember what grade it was or anything like that, but I remember distinctly in one of my science classes, like young elementary school, where we took different types of dirt and sand and clay and stuff like that, and we put it in a jar of water and we shook it all up, and then we set it down and we left it sitting for a couple of days, and we came back to it, and crazy thing, in this water, all those different kinds of soil separated, and the heavier stuff settled first, and then the little bit less dense and a little bit less dense, and then the lighter stuff on top, and it all layered itself in different layers in the water over a few days, not millions of years, like the Grand Canyon, which looks as though it layered itself as if it were, something you would expect to happen, as if it were churned up in a lot of water over the course of days and weeks, maybe months, not so much millions of years. Just saying, maybe something that happened, I don't know, maybe a worldwide flood of some sort that might have been recorded somewhere in a book, somewhere that maybe everybody has in their house. Just tossing that out there. Point is, it doesn't present logically the way that we're told that it presents. If it were the way that we're told that it was, it should look differently. But it doesn't. However, it does present in a different way that we're told that it can't be, but it looks exactly like it should if that's the way it happened. And yet we're told it can't be that way because, simply because they don't want it to be that way. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. The gatekeepers of the scientific community will not allow any models of a young Earth to be brought into scientific texts of any kind, even though they have been put together. They just won't let them in. So there are none to present because they won't let them be published anywhere in any actual, you know, any actual scientific, texts or anywhere that would give it credibility, the gatekeepers keep it out. So it's one of those situations. Well, it's not published anywhere that's credible. Well, yeah, of course it's not, because you control all the credible texts. It's not science, it's politics, and that's a different situation. But it's easy to experiment with. We've all actually done it, and you can see it for yourself. You can go do it yourself. You can go find the different soils in your own backyard and put them in a jar and do it today, as a matter of fact. And I encourage you to do that. Anyway, same deal. All I'm saying is ask the questions that they're telling you not to ask, and listen to what they're not allowing you to hear. I'll see you on the next one.